Welcome back to Browsing History. We're here again.
Back at it.
So, to confuse you guys, we did record an episode last week about Lenny Bruce, but the problem is, he got addicted to heroin, and then it got arrested a bunch for being too funny.
Yeah, the episode was fucking smacked out. Getting arrested every day.
And then it died of a heroin overdose. So that's why you never got it, guys.
Yeah.
That's just what happens. When you're fucking around with Lenny Bruce's, that's what happens. You get arrested a bunch and addicted to smack. That's pretty much the episode in a nutshell right there.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. Funny Jew, heroin, N-word, F-word, B-word, C-word.
But this week, we're back with part 2 of the God of War, little story about Horatio Nelson, the absolute Donny, the greatest Brit who ever lived.
One of the G's, one of the all-time G's.
All-time G's. And today we're talking about, it's going to be giving it away anyway, 21st of October, 1605, the Battle of Trafalgar, bruv.
Bit early, boy. 1805, wasn't it?
Yep, you're right, 1805.
1605 was a good year, though.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Probably Cronenberg or something like that.
Cool and shit.
But no, you're right, 1805. Now, the funny thing I always find about 21st of October, or the Battle of Trafalgar, is we still have Trafalgar Day nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, military still have marches and parades for the Battle of Trafalgar.
And Trafalgar Square.
Yeah. It's got to be like the one battle we go on about the most as a nation.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? But to be fair, if we didn't, we'd be speaking fucking French.
True.
We'd be eating foie gras.
Foie gras.
Nobody wants to eat foie gras, bruv.
I think some people do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it a delicacy?
Yeah, a load of dudes at work keep talking about choking the gooseneck or something.
What? What?
Do you know how they make foie gras? They force feed them.
I thought foie gras was frog legs.
No, it's goose livers.
Oh, is it that fucked up goose one where they just
Yeah,
make it fat?
But you can also do it naturally. I saw a TED talk on it.
Oh, really?
But I like the old cruelty that tastes better.
I heard that they tape up its arsehole and just keep feeding it and feeding
Basically,
it and feeding it.
they jam it. They got like this funnel,
Yeah.
like a cream dispenser, but it's full of like fucking yellow shit,
Damn.
corn skins or something.
Damn. I was just giving a Wu-Tang Clan reference.
Oh.
I'm going to tie you up, tape your asshole shut, just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
That sounds like a fucking, what was that one? Def Jam fight for New York. I'm gonna tape your asshole up.
And then it turns out, thanks to Diddy, that a lot of rappers should have been taping their arsehole up.
Yeah. The more I listen to DMX, the more I think all of that is about Diddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what I was like, I heard you've been having sex with the same sex.
Absolute scenes in the Diddy world, bro.
Homo thugs.
Yeah.
I thought it was just I thought it just rolled off the tongue easily, but it's a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's Diddy
Baby
and the
oil
boys.
tugs.
It's a shame that Kevin Hart's been caught amongst him a few times. I like old Kevin Hart.
No, I hate him.
Used to knock
Never
about...
liked him.
No, I like
Ever
him.
since Cat Williams said he was a bitch, I've agreed wholeheartedly.
I always liked him because he used to knock about with Patrice.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to live with Patrice.
Oh, well, fuck it. That would have been funny. They look like opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, well,
there's tiny Kevin and massive Patrice.
There's an old episode.
He can live under his hat.
There's an old episode of Tough Crowd with them two on it together, and they're standing
true.
next to each other, and they look fucking hilarious. But yeah, but
Tough
Patrice
Crowd's
weren't
a
in the
banger.
Diddy shit. Luckily, there's been an old interview came out recently where one of his buddies was being like, "Oh yeah, Patrice got offered to do something for Diddy," and he was like, "No,"
That might be why he was unsuccessful.
because he turned Diddy down.
He turned everything down, didn't he?
He did.
Fucked up his whole career.
Yeah, he turned everything down. He also got fired from a load of shit, like he was in The Office.
He used to write WWF.
Yeah, he did.
He used to write in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
What a G.
Yeah, it's awesome. I reckon
That makes sense of all the soapy
so
tits
much.
and stuff.
I think he used to probably write a lot of The Rock's insults.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
true.
That's what I'm thinking. And do you know the story of him getting fired from the WWE?
No. Or did you just not turn up? They were going to Germany or something.
No,
He's
he
like,
got
"Fuck
fired on the private jet by Stephanie McMahon, and when he got fired, he just went, "Okay." And then he took it so well and just was like, "Yeah, whatever," that she then proceeded to call him 3 more times over the phone to make sure he gets that he's fired. And every time he was like, "Yeah, I know, yeah, don't worry."
Yeah, I get it, Steph.
But she was like, his reaction isn't what I wanted. And then The Office, he just left because they never say the name, but he apparently didn't like one of the writers and creators who was also on the show, which to me points at BJ Novak. And he's said it in interviews. He's like, I can't deal with people who think they're funnier than me, who just aren't funnier than me, telling me how to be funny.
Yeah.
So he just walked out the show. He never turned up. They still got like 3 paychecks of his with his name on it. He just didn't even turn up to pick them up. He was just like, fuck this.
He's cool.
And then there's the Chris Rock.
Yeah, didn't he work in the... He works in like the paper mill or whatever, the
back
warehouse.
Office. Yeah, he works down in the warehouse, yeah. And then there's the... Chris Rock, he auditioned for the dad in Everybody Hates Chris, but his attitude when he came for the audition, everyone was like, nah, fuck. And Chris even wrote the role for him to play, but he was such a shitter when he came to the interview, in audition, and Terry Crews was such a Donny when he came to the audition. They were like, yeah, we're giving it to Terry Crews.
Terry Crews was way too jacked for that role anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a bit too jacked. Patrice would have suited it a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just didn't like Hollywood and working there, bruv. This ain't an episode about how awesome Patrice O'Neill is.
It is awesome, though, and always turn down Diddy and Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story.
That's the moral of the story.
Die fat and alone.
And diabetic.
Die of cake.
I think there's even a tough crowd segment where he pops up on screen and it comes up saying most likely to die of being fat. No, most likely to gain weight and die. That's it. Shit, the dog's chewing the book.
Don't
Stop
chew
chewing the book,
books.
dog.
That's a tome. Oh, did you see fucking Kamala Harris was sworn in on a fucking purse?
Yeah, you sent me.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, that is wild. They couldn't even find the real Bible for her.
Isn't it? It's like duct tape and a purse.
That's crazy. That's absolutely balmy. So, 21st of October, bruv. What birthdays you got for us?
The big dog, well, the second biggest dog in the romantic poem era.
Go on.
Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
Ooh, fancy pants, motherfucker.
I like him, but I prefer Wordsworth.
Yeah.
Wordsworth did a lot of poems about
Words
my valley.
Oh, he's a Welsh guy. If he's
Coleridge,
loving
I think, is English.
No, the guy you like is
He
Welsh.
might be English as well, but
really?
fucking Wales is just so appealing. It inspires great poems.
Yeah, he saw
They
it.
definitely both went on the train and was like, shit.
God, this is some Middle-earth shit out
I'm
here.
going to call this silver. This is silvering.
They obviously didn't get to see New Zealand, so they thought Wales was Middle-earth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it is.
I'm guessing because...
Tolkien used to smoke reefers and walk around the same valley.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? Tolkien never got to go New Zealand.
Yeah.
I don't think.
New Zealand's lame. But you can't fit enough orcs in Wales.
So at least Hobbiton is definitely Wales.
Yeah, the Shire is Wales.
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%.
And then the Horsemen are like Northern Europe, and the Rohan.
Yeah,
it'd be like England.
The Rohirrim.
And the French.
Yeah. That's it.
Gondor's fucking lame.
Men of the North as well. Bunch of Scottish geezers.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
they're easily turned to the dark side, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. So, what other birthdays you got for us, cuz?
Dizzy Gillespie, you a trumpet man?
What's it? What you call me, bro? I ain't Dizzy.
You Dizzy Black? Yes. Dizzy Gillespie, one of the greatest trumpet players.
What a name.
Band leader, composer.
That's an incredible name.
It's good, isn't it?
Dizzy Gillespie.
Mm.
Fuck, that sounds like a musician.
That sounds like in the 20s, you'd be like, hey, you got the new Dizzy Gillespie?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that guy. When was he born? When was he knocking about?
1917 he was born.
Oh, okay.
So he's like 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
Superstar,
Real
band
trumpet
leader,
player.
proper, what's his name? What's the fucking guy?
Louis Armstrong?
No, Leonardo DiCaprio played the film based on the book.
Gatsby
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
some real Gatsby
Proper
shit.
like just flitting out, dancing like a crazy jazzed up skeleton.
No doubt on amphetamines.
Maybe. But jazz guys were reefer heads, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
That's where Muggle comes from.
Jazz guys were also smackheads.
Yeah.
That's how Lenny Bruce got into smack.
True.
Hanging out with the jazz bands.
True. Big up Lenny Bruce episode. Did too many jazz.
It'll be out of prison. Oh no, it's dead, isn't it? Shit.
Here's a sad one.
Go on.
George Steiny Jr.
Who's he?
One of the youngest African Americans to be sentenced to death. I think he's second.
Oh.
But it's out of people's whose birthday they can confirm.
Yeah, there's probably some more young
Some much younger, but he was actually
Especially
sentenced through the law.
Especially after Planned Parenthood.
Oh yeah, yeah, some minus figures nowadays, boy. It's not funny either.
It's not. But it was.
But yeah, he's one of the youngest guys whose birthdays can be confirmed.
Okay.
There's a complicated story, right? Because his teacher, who was also black, said he beat one of these girls up and carried a knife at school.
Oh.
So, school stabbers back in those days.
He couldn't get hold of the letting, could he? He's not a school shooter yet.
And he also directed the police to the murder weapon.
Oh.
Which was by his bicycle.
Oh.
But it's sad times because he was a very little boy.
Yeah.
They sat him on a stack of books, possibly the Bible.
Oh, damn.
To put the hood on because it wouldn't fit in the electric chair.
Oh, that's dark as fuck.
And because the hood slipped off because he's got such a little head, you see him crying.
Oh, fucking hideous,
sad
bro.
times, bro.
That's horrible.
Bad, isn't it?
That's fucking nasty,
Or
man.
is he a cold-blooded killer? We'll never know.
Yeah, but even then, you don't be electric chairing children, bruv.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Stick him in a little bit of juvie.
Yeah,
Put him in a padded cell.
Get him trained up by other criminals.
Yeah.
And then release him back into the world.
That's it. Come on now.
We also got Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher. I was about to say, who the fuck's Carrie Fisher?
Carrie.
Yeah, Princess Leia's birthday.
Princess Leia.
Big up Princess Leia.
Also the hot chick from Blues Brothers.
She is, yeah. She's also a nun in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh, yeah. And Ken Watanabe, 1959.
Shit, Katsumoto himself,
Katsumoto himself.
Shit.
Dr. What's his name? But he's like the scientist from Godzilla as well.
Yes, bro.
He's got one of the best faces going.
He does. He even pulls the face when he's dying. It's like they're all perfect.
He has like, what a bar. Coleridge, holla at me.
I'm pretty sure he was doing a campaign for some perfume when I was on holiday in Japan, bro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mad. He's like a producer, film star. They all tend to do that. Like
Yeah,
in
they
Japan,
do.
it's very like insular, isn't it?
Yeah.
Circle. But also, big birthday for baseball.
Go on.
Everywhere I looked, there was baseball guys.
Oh, nice.
So we have quite a few American listeners, so this might make more sense to them.
Yeah, not to us.
I've heard of Whitey Ford. He might be the GOAT.
Oh, I know Whitey Ford.
Whitey Ford.
I know the name.
It might also be a drug dealer's name.
Oh, okay.
But Whitey Ford had like everything, Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Highest. He's like tied with someone for the
Have
highest
you tried
home
watching
runs.
baseball?
Yeah, it's fucking slow. Dog.
Yeah,
it's like cricket.
I went to a live baseball game as a kid, and like even I was like, I see why people get drunk.
Yeah.
This is fucking boring.
Yeah, we walked in and out of one like, that's cool. Anyway,
the most exciting part,
I'm glad this was free.
Even as a 9-year-old child, the most exciting part was the cheerleaders coming out with memorabilia bazookas.
Yeah,
and they were firing.
I think that's where all that comes from. The whole American showmanship.
Yeah,
because like. They're not watching the sport. they need to fucking do. We got number one. Bazookas, fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what did happen though. We was in the stands and there was this drunk guy sitting in front of us, and a hot dog vendor was literally at the other end of the stadium, and he drunkenly saw him and joking around was like, "Hey man, I'll get one of those.
Send me that dog."
And then an hour later, the hot dog guy turned up next to him like, "I got your hot dog, bro." and he was like, "No, I was only fucking around, man."
He's like, "No, that was a verbal contract. I've made it all the way here through puddles of vomit and tears."
Drinks. This dog's yours now, bro.
Yeah, so we got Whitey Ford's birthday.
Nice.
He might be the earliest one, and then all these other guys might have been inspired to become baseball players because they share a birthday, maybe.
Maybe.
Toby Hall, Khalil Green,
nice.
George Bell,
nice.
Gabe Gross, Jim Henderson,
Gabe
Gross, Jim Henderson, no puppet,
no puppets.
Casey Fiend,
he's a fiend.
Zach Greinke,
ooh,
Andy Marty,
oh,
he might be Dominican, and Justin DeFratus,
fruity guy.
Frat guy.
Oh, frat guy.
It's like it sounds like a knight of the frat. Justin DeFratus.
DeFratus.
You must defeat me at beer pong.
And only then will you win the Grand Slam.
All them guys, same birthday.
God damn, all playing baseball.
All baseballers.
All definitely
Major
influenced by
leaguers.
Whitey Bulger.
Whitey Bulger, that's who we're thinking of. Yeah, Whitey Ford is the baseball player.
And that's it.
But he's a Yankee as well.
So we don't know Whitey Ford, we know Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know Whitey Ford. I Googled him.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm a big baseball guy.
Big baseball
I'm a big
guy.
stats guy.
So we need to recap what's been happening last episode of Lord Nelson, bruv. How did it start out? He got sent to the Navy as a young boy.
He was born with the Victory.
Yeah, he was. But yeah, same year.
He was apprenticed with the Victory.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He later inherited the Victory.
It's true.
And took it to Victory.
Him and HMS Victory have been intertwined since his birth, since the year of his birth, bruv.
Was he's the one that was like, fucking Caribbean's too hot, dog.
Well,
we gotta get out the Caribbean.
Yeah, and then went to the Arctic.
Let's go Arctic. It's like, oh, this is a bit chilly, dog. Let's go back to the Caribbean.
Hunted a polar bear to give his daddy a nice fucking skin. Notice me, Papa, all of that.
Notice me.
And
do you reckon he shot it with a cannon?
Oh, you'd have to, wouldn't it? But the story is he went out hunting with a rifle.
Ooh,
yeah,
gangster.
You know he is. But yeah, then he went to the Caribbean, tried making himself Billy Big Bollocks and fucked up a lot. Got fired.
Yeah, he got
fired back to England
times.
and nobody wanted to give him a boat. So he's sitting around all sad, hated his missus, too autistic to love his missus.
Did he go land raiding?
He tried
he marched.
And he got malaria.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, am I got ya? I got malaria. I can't give blood.
But then the greatest thing that ever happened to him in his life happened. The fucking French Napoleonic Wars kicked off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, God, I'm going to rebuild my career on my hatred for the French.
And then, what's that? He was at the Siege of Toulon, which is when Napoleon started coming up.
He jumped the ship.
That was a different battle. I can't remember which battle that was, but yeah, he fucking hijacked two ships at once. First captain to board a ship in a battle in 200 years for the British Navy.
Go on.
That's abs. And then he did two at once. So not only was he the first to do it, he did it two at once.
Yeah, motherfucking frog hop that shit.
And then before that, prior to that, he had lost an eye.
Oh yeah, he was cucking that fucking dude all around the world.
That's it.
With one eye and one arm.
Post the battle where he takes two ships, he loses an arm. So he's walking around with one arm, one eye. Then he fucks Napoleon up in Egypt.
Oh yeah, he just trashes him.
Yeah.
His boys are like, I got this. They're sneaking around this cove, and he's like, all right, I'll sneak around the other side of the cove.
Pow pow.
Have fun in Egypt, boy. Hope you buy some bangles.
Keep an eye on them pyramids for me, boy. And then after that, he became sort of like a hero of the Mediterranean. Started cucking some old boy's wife.
At 5'7" as well.
Yeah.
One of the only 5'7" balls of all time.
5'7", one eye, one arm. A left arm too is all he had left.
You know
what I mean? Absolute player. And
oh yeah, his next letter was written left-handed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like, wah. It really hurts, but he's being a geezer to the boys. Like, yeah, it's cool.
Don't worry about it.
I'm all right. I didn't even sit down.
And what I like about that letter when he wrote to his missus, like, it wasn't even saying, wow, I've got one arm. It was, wow, nobody will want a left-handed admiral.
Yeah. It's like, can't even salute properly.
I love it. Just not even the fact that, it's one arm. It's, I'm left-handed now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a freak. I'm a freak of nature. Nobody wants this. But yeah, and even when he started fucking around with this other chick, this Lady Hamilton, he left his missus, who he didn't like anyway, but still kept paying her. Still kept sending her the funds.
Oh yeah, didn't Lady Hamilton pay for this song we listened to as well?
Yeah, she commissioned a bunch of songs after his death. Yeah. And then he had a daughter with her, which he named Horatia.
Horatio. That sounds like a rash.
It's just rude though, isn't it? Horatio being like, yeah, here's my daughter Horatia.
Yeah.
Absolutely rude, bruv. So yeah, where we last left off Lord Nelson, he was going on a little European tour with his little cuck wife and her husband.
Yeah. To this day, every hotel room still has a seat in the corner.
Nelson's the one who implemented it there. So in 1801, right, we've got Russia, Norway and Denmark. And they're pissed at Britain, bruv. They're big mad at Britain. Because what's happening is, every time one of these ships, England have put a trade embargo on France, saying no one's allowed to trade with them. No one. So every time these ships, any Russian, Norwegian or Denmark ships are near France or even near like the English waters, English ships are raiding them and being like, you better not be going to France.
Yeah, boy.
I don't want to see you hanging out with Napoleon no more.
I'm going to privateer the shit out of you.
So these countries are pissed, not wanting to start a war. They just threaten Britain like, yo, these boats you keep hijacking them, we're arming them. We're pissed.
Make it so.
Yeah, like, we ain't going to war with you, but these boys are carrying.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And it's like outside the pub. No, you hit me first. You hit me first. No, you hit me first.
Exactly that. But one of them's carrying a lead pipe now.
Yeah.
But then Britain's always been carrying a fucking baseball bat.
I'm the guy that's known for the lead pipe, buddy.
So Nelson says, yeah, fucking right. Like, you boys are going to do shit.
Cool.
And he takes command of this fleet, despite the fact he's only meant to be second in command of this fleet, right? But the guy who is meant to be in command is such a bitch.
Didn't he get mad props, though?
Who?
Well, like, when we did the last...
episode.
He went from like getting fired all the time to going back and being like celebrated.
Yeah.
So at this point, he's already celebrated.
At this
Everyone
point,
loves
he's
him.
the big Donny.
So when he's second in command, they're like, yeah, cool.
Well, yeah, that's it. So
he's actually first in command.
Yeah, he's second in command, but this first guy is such a wet blanket that he's sort of just letting Nelson run the show.
Oh, nice.
And Nelson decides, you know what? We're going to sail up to Copenhagen, fuck them up, and make sure they know who runs this motherfucking sea.
So Copenhagen's not in France. Shut up!
Yeah, well,
stay with me.
Like I said, Norway, Denmark, Russia, they're big pissed. And they're saying we're arming. So he's like, well, we're going to go to Copenhagen. We're going to go to their front door and fuck them up.
Yeah.
The other geezer's like, maybe not. But Nelson's like,
knock, knock, it's Mr. Lead Pipe. What were you saying?
Before this battle as well, he tells his fleet, we shall give our northern enemy the hailstorm of bullets that gives our dear country dominion of the seas. We have it, and all the devils in hell couldn't take it from us.
I get me fired up.
Nelson, this is one of the things as well. Nelson is known for being big speech man.
Yeah, but when do you give the speech? Because sailing takes ages.
Yeah, you say that when you're just on the boat.
Everyone's on the boat, like first meeting, like, come out, none of the devils in hell can take it. And we're like, ah! Okay, set sail. It's not that windy today, is it, chaps? No, I've been here about a week and a half.
So 1801, on the 2nd of April, Nelson wins the Battle of Copenhagen. It's part of the battle where he famously ignores a signal by his superior to retreat. So basically what happens is, as you know, Britain at that time is boss of the seas, right? For every one volley that every other country's ships can fire, we fire 2 in that time.
Yeah, boy.
That's how fucking good we are.
That's some stats for us baseball guys.
Yeah, that is some bad stats, bruv.
2 to 1.
Where
they shoot, we score.
Yeah, that's it. And where we had been at war so many times with these ships, and Russia, Denmark, whatever the other fucking one I said, Norway, where they haven't been at war, we got there expecting these guys are going to be pussies. But they actually ended up putting up a much better fight than we thought they were going to.
Oh, no.
And the superior, the guy who was in charge, he puts up the flag to retreat. And Nelson ignores it. He ignores it by putting a telescope to his blind eye and being like, I don't see no signal, bro.
He's a geezer. It's in my wrong eye. Sorry, bro. I can't retreat.
And then the other quote is him apparently saying, anyway, I only got one eye and it's focused on the enemy.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then this bold decision leads to a victory against the joint Danish and Norwegian fleet, bruv. And after this, in June 1801, Nelson is promoted to Vice Admiral of the Blue.
The whole Blue?
The whole Blue, bruv. He's gone from Rear Admiral of the Blue, so like I said, Butt Admiral of the Sea, Boss of the Sea.
Butt Birdie.
Now he's the Vice Admiral of the Blue.
Nice.
Yeah. He's going up there, bruv. And after this, he's a fucking hero, bruv. Absolute hero. Everyone loves him. Smashing other countries. You know what I mean? Smashing 3 countries at once.
Yeah.
In the navies. Fucking up Napoleon in Egypt. Taking 2 ships at once. Real Vice Admiral shit.
Shooting 2 for 1.
Yeah.
2 for 1 offers all over the place.
Holding up telescopes to his blind eye like, don't know what you're on about.
All I see is win.
Between 1801 and 1802, we have the Treaty of Amiens, and it's like it temporarily ended the war between Britain and France. So Nelson's, you know what I mean?
What am I going to do?
Yeah. So he returns to England. He's big sad, bruv. But during this time, like I said, he's mad famous.
Yeah.
He's wined, he's dined with the biggest wigs and his new hot mistress he's got in tow.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think her husband's knocking about anymore.
Yo.
So he's just
inherited
the
Hamilton.
Inherited the wifey. This time, the teacher of both Beethoven and Mozart, Haydn, he's an Austrian dude. He even writes Nelson a jam called the Nelson's Mass.
Oh, yeah.
Which is that operatic tune we was listening to.
Haydn's a geezer as well.
Yeah, bruv. He writes that tune just for Nelson. And then when you listen to it, it does sound like in the lyrics they're going, Nelson! Yeah. They're not. They're saying some Latin or Austrian shit, but still. It is, in fact, a fire tune, bruv. Absolute fire tune. And like I said, he's going around England and he's being paid to give these badass speeches that he's known for. He's probably just ripping off his old speeches and be like, and then I told the boys.
Yeah.
There's even a story of him meeting a famous artist, right? This geezer called Benjamin West, who painted a famous image called The Death of General Wolfe. General Wolfe was a famous general who had fucked up the French in Canada during the French and Indian Wars, which we've brought up a lot. And like Nelson, this dude was known as like an aggressive commander. Like, he was badass.
Yeah.
And so this Benjamin West painted this famous painting of his death. A cool quote on Wolfe. Someone about Wolfe, this General Wolfe. Someone once described him as rabid to his superior, to which the dude replied, "Rabid, is he? Then I wish for him to bite some of my other generals then."
Yeah, nice.
Which is gangster. Man, old British naval or British Empire generals had some bars, bruv.
Do you think it's because it was like nothing was recorded?
What do you mean?
Before they wrote the letter saying what he said back about, wait.
Yeah,
I've got a good one. Let me fire one up. He's rabid. let him buy one of my general. Let him buy General Thingy, the pussy one. Oh no. We'll put it nicer.
Let's
no name
that.
dropping, right? Let him buy another general. Ooh.
No doubt, because you would think about it. Like when you're writing comments or you're sending messages, you get to sit there and do drafts. Yeah. You? So yeah, this geezer. That's definitely what's happening. That's why they're dropping.
That's why it's so slick.
So this General Wolfe, he died on during a siege, and Benjamin West had created a famous and dope painting of his death. Right, it was seen everywhere. And Nelson met the artist and was like, "Bruh, why aren't you painting all your paintings as sick as that?"
Yeah.
And Benjamin West turned to him and said, "Because there has not been a subject again worthy of painting like that."
Oh, is he the one that does all the sea battles? Benjamin West, the big fucking
That's
dramatic skies and that.
That's it.
Oh yeah, he's a boy.
But then, after saying that to Nelson, Benjamin West turns to Nelson and says, "But maybe if you got in a little glorious death, bro."
Yeah.
You know.
So if you were Katsumoto.
And for that, Nelson's hyped as fuck about it. He's like, "You're fucking damn right.
Live forever.
I've been after that honourable death," which is something we learnt about him. He wrote letters to his ex-wife being like, "I just want to be out here dying on battlefields.
Just such a fucking samurai, dog."
I just want to be in there."
The OG weeb.
So he's
Beside me are two wolves.
One's on a boat.
One is General Wolfe.
And so yeah, after that conversation, they clink glasses with each other, and Nelson replies, "Well, if that's the case, I hope I die in my next battle, bro."
Ooh.
Yeah. After that, Nelson and the boys, he gets his little crackpot crew of captains. Do you remember when he last went to the Mediterranean? He had all the best upstart captains coming through with him, and they just formed this fucking sick ragtag.
Oh yeah.
He gets the band.
The Rat Pack.
Yeah, that's it. He gets the band back together, and they just go sailing around the Mediterranean and again, just looking for Napoleon.
So they're going to do a painting of this, boy.
Where's this motherfucker at? And in 1803, hostilities resumed between Britain and France, and Nelson was given the entire command of the Mediterranean fleet aboard none other than HMS Victory.
Ooh.
The ship that was born...
Destiny.
Ship that was born the same year as him. The ship that on his first day of joining the Royal Navy as a wee boy was sitting in the dry dock as he came in at Chatham Dockyard. This ship has been assigned to Napoleon his entire fucking... Nelson, his entire fucking life, I swear, bro. Destiny as it is. So his mission was to blockade the French fleet and prevent it from joining up with the other half of the French fleet.
Nice.
So the French fleet was in two halves. And you see, Napoleon's plan was that these two French fleets unite and they stage a land invasion of Britain.
Oh,
yeah.
Can't let that happen, Nelson.
Can't be letting that happen.
They might make
bruv.
a little painting about you over this, bruv.
So May 16th, 1803, Nelson is given command of HMS Victory, and in 1804, he continues his blockades and engagements, growing increasingly frustrated by the elusive French fleet. So they can't find this French fleet. Every time they think they're going to catch them, they're quick, they're off, bruv.
Pussies.
It's led by a dude named Admiral Villeneuve. And this whole time, for this 2 years that he's chasing this dude around, right, Nelson... Shut up, phone. Nelson never leaves his ship. So even when it docks in for the boys to go have a little fucking... Nelson stays on board.
So I can't get
off this
no
boat.
allegations.
This ain't happening. So, here we reach it, bruv. On the 21st of October.
He must have walked like a fuckhead.
Yeah, just constantly side to side, just swaying everywhere.
Stagger into one side and then to the other. It takes him 10 minutes.
That's probably why he never got off the boat, bruv.
Yeah, he's like that. People see me think I'm silly. Ain't because I got one eye I walk like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm seed up.
One eye, one arm as
salty
well.
as it gets, boy.
Maybe that's why he just walked in a circle to the left. His whole right side was just fucked. So on the 21st of October, 1805, we've got the Battle of Trafalgar, bruv. And Nelson led the British fleet chasing down half of the entire French navy. Like I said, he's attempting to stop them from uniting with the rest of the French fleet, who plan on meeting up and leading an invasion of Britain. And he comes up with a plan known as Nelson's Touch. So what happens is naval battles in the past have always been like the fleets just sailing parallel to each other.
Yeah.
And what Nelson said was, what we're going to do, boys, is we're going to split into two fleets and we're going to sail in perpendicular to them. So I've got this little book here, and it's got on the back the map.
Oh, just going to smash through the middle.
I'm just going to go through the middle with our two fleets. You see them coming up the side there.
Yeah, boy, that's what perpendicular means.
Yeah. So instead of sailing alongside them next to them, we're just going to fucking go through the middle of them.
We can make a cross, not an equals.
Yeah, that's it. And here's the thing. As wild as basic as that looks, it makes you go, yeah, of course, why the fuck didn't you do that before? No one had done this before in naval battle history.
No.
And he was the first person to fucking think of it. And
it only looks obvious when someone's already invented it.
Well, exactly.
Morphic resonance.
It's said in legend that captains wept at how genius it was when he revealed the plan to the boys at dinner.
Head first.
We're just going to cut through the middle. No, wait, bro. Some hoot and hollered as well. So there's boys crying at the dinner table. There's boys just hooting and fucking barking and shit.
Why are you crying, bro? Nelson's right there. I'm on his right side, don't worry.
Yeah, you can't see me tearing up. Some sung, and some dudes, like I said, just cried. Now, in his last written letter to his favourite hoe, Lady Hamilton, on board on the morning of the Battle of Trafalgar, Nelson writes, "May the God of battles crown my endeavours with his success at all events. I will take care that my name shall ever be most dear to you and Horatia, both of whom I love as much as my own life. And as my last writing before the battle will be to you, so I hope in God that I shall live to finish my letter after the ...
P.S. I wish your husband was here to watch me fuck these guys up.
I know your husband liked watching me fuck things. I wish he was here to watch me fuck the French.
May your husband ejaculate in heaven. That's how I penetrate their line.
Before the battle, Nelson had a feeling this might be his last one, bro.
Yeah, boy.
This might be it. He even responds to one of his captains at one point, stating, or not his captains, it was one of his homies. He states, "Blackwall, I depart from you for the last time, as I will never see you again."
Hopefully I'll lose my... Oh, you're going to lose your other eye, sir?
Let's go. What do you mean, Captain? At 6 a.m., the British ships come into sight of the French ships. But the wind is so shit that day that even with the wind on the side of the British, they're approaching the French, by the way, and Spanish fleet. It's not just the French.
Oh, yes.
He's found the French and Spanish fleet together. They're approaching the French and Spanish fleet at a meager 2 to 3 miles an hour.
That's like me going uphill without my turbo at the minute. I'm gonna get your ass road raging.
The Spanish fleet as well have with them at the time Santísima Trinidad, which at that time in history was the biggest ship ever made. It was a fucking...
Bigger they is, the harder they fall, boy.
Big old man of war, daddy. It's the largest ship in the world at the time, 130 plus guns and 4 decks of cannons.
Yo.
Yeah,
so
bro.
the first 3 are just going straight over the top of the little ships anyway.
Yeah, good point. Now they're hitting masts and shit, isn't they?
Yeah, true.
But yeah, you ain't wrong. Here's the thing
that
as
was
well.
a Spanish thing, wasn't it? They just had fuckloads of guns.
They just loved a big old boat, didn't they? We could stop the Armada, though. What are they thinking? You know what I mean? It's fucking...
Don't forget your key failure. Spanish sailors.
Yeah. So, I love this part. So, do you know I said the ships saw each other at 6 a.m., right? Mm. Because of the slow winds, right? It's a 6 hour sail towards each other.
It's like a whole school day.
Imagine that, bruv. You're literally sitting there. They're like, yeah, battle's coming. In 6 hours, boys, we just got to sit here in anticipation and wait for 6 hours.
On the sails for us, chaps.
Like, that. How nerve-wracking is that, geezer? Just sitting there waiting on your ass for 6 hours. Just shitting it.
Just do fucking... Scoping them out.
He's trying to give them evils. You telescope out. I'm gonna flip him the bird, bro.
Yeah. Mirror him a signal. What's the Spanish for gay?
The thing is, as well, the French know it's Nelson on their arse, right?
Yeah.
And they're big spooked as they see way more ships as well. There's way more British ships than the French calculated. So during that 6 hours, the French are scared as fuck. They begin parading the Imperial Eagle around on their decks. And officers start swearing allegiance to the Emperor Napoleon because they know it's about to get fucking big time. Meanwhile, on the British ships, they've been gearing up.
Smashed on rum.
But you ain't wrong, bro. At 6 a.m, they start clearing up hammocks and padding the ships with the hammocks.
Oh, nice. That'll stop a cannonball.
Taking their shirts off and wrapping them as headbands around their head.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting really geared up.
Fucking slap it. They're doing Slap City and that.
Yeah, bro.
They're like an American high school football team.
That's exactly what they're doing, bro.
Headbutting each other.
That morning, they were given wine and pork for breakfast.
Yeah, boy.
And they spend part of the 6 hours with bands playing playing out the songs Heart of Oak, Royal Britannia, and Dancing to the Hornpipe.
Yeah, boy.
So they spend that 6 hours just getting fucking litty, bro.
Going crazy.
Just like
Nelson pre-workout, bro.
Yeah, just like, do you know the pub before a game on match day?
Yeah.
Just what the geezers are doing, bro. All along the ship. There's a quote from one of the sailors in their diary from that day. We were like lions, anxious to be at it.
Yeah, boy.
They were getting
snarling at the gate, bro.
One lieutenant on board even tells Nelson, because at this point, I don't know if you've seen Nelson's jacket. I think you have. It's fucking bare bedazzled.
Yeah.
Nelson's got the bling. Like,
so wrap that round your head, bro.
Yeah.
That'll be cool as fuck. Where's your Ottoman sphere as well?
Well, no, one lieutenant on board even tells Nelson that he should take off his jacket, as all his medals are an obvious target for French snipers. To which Nelson replies, "It's too early in the morning to be taking jackets off, bruv." That's some after party shit.
So no Diddy. It's like they're also tiny little armoured buttons.
As the British fleet meanders headfirst into the broadside of the enemy ships, Nelson had the message sent around. So, way you sent around messages to different ships back then was little flags
in a bottle.
So no bottle. No genie over. Catch that, bruv. No, so they do it flags.
Oh yeah.
So he used 31 different flags to man this message to all the ships. England expects that every man will do his duty.
Banger.
You know what I mean? Even writing bangers with flags, bro.
Yeah. Flag me up a banger real quick, son. This one means we've caught a fish. This one means we're experiencing. Right. Put that one with that one. Gonna wave them two together, expecting. Yeah, they'll get it.
They'll know. As the signal was translated to the fleet, the men roared, bruv.
Yeah, boy.
Lions anxious to be at it. The second line, led by Collingwood, crashes into the French fleet first, a mere 2 miles from Nelson. Nelson then drives Victory into the heart of the French fleet, firing 2 broadside cannons, and tears a hole in the French flagship, killing 200 Frenchmen before ramming into another French ship.
Get him.
Nelson's at it, bro.
Frenchin'.
Now surrounded, Nelson states, This is too warm work to last for long." So he's like, "This is hot shit in here, bro.
Yeah.
This is peaking."
This is just like the Caribbean.
Like we spoke before last episode, right? During naval battles back then, officers aren't allowed to hit the deck, and they must stand stoic on the quarterdeck.
Yeah, boy.
So the entire time he's just standing there like, "This is a bit hot, isn't it, lads?"
This ain't gonna last long, boy. I'm gonna get my painting. He just stood there shivering.
Like, oh fuck. Men on top are laying on deck, apart from the officers on the quarterdeck, sailing through what can only be described at that time as living hell. You can't see shit. There's smoke.
Yeah.
There's muskets. There's cannon fire.
That's the crazy thing I always think about, like the Napoleonic era, the amount of smoke.
Yeah, bro.
Would just be like, especially like the Civil War battles and stuff with the muskets.
Yeah.
It was just like a cloud of smoke coming towards you.
You can't see shit. You can't even see your own hand in front of you. Do you know
Playing
what I mean?
fucking penny whistles and shit.
Yeah. As well on deck with a boat rocking and all that fog.
Yeah.
The amount of time, you can imagine how many times the boat just like bobbed a bit in the waves and a cannonball would just go past your head.
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying, bruv. I think on the last episode we was talking about one of the chavvies, some Scottish geezer was standing around with Nelson and got his head taken off by a cannonball.
Yeah.
And Nelson was like, fucking poor chavvy. But those below deck are only following the rhythm of of loading the cannons as this is all going on. On the quarterdeck, Nelson's secretary... Oh, actually, no. This is it. On the quarterdeck, Nelson's secretary, Dr. Scott, standing next to him, is literally ripped into two. Just legs left before they drop.
Like chain shot.
Yeah. So like a cannon hits him on the quarterdeck, lops his whole torso off, and there's just legs just standing there next to Nelson. To which Nelson says, "Is that poor Scott gone?"
Oh, Scott.
Scott. So this is another part. Splinters are shattering everywhere while he's standing around.
Fucking hitting the splinters.
Yeah, bruv. Just shattering. Like that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, when the geezer's just walking down the deck and everything's... Yeah. That's what you're doing. You're just standing there amongst that mess. Not even walking down the steps, just standing like...
I can't move from the wheel.
HMS Victory even gets raked. So what that means is there's a shot that is shot straight through the nose, down the middle of the ship, and comes out the fucking other end.
Oh, the pooper.
Yes.
I call that the pig ointment. when you
getting spit roasted.
There's like a dewormer for pigs. I see him do it, but as soon as you put it in, it blasts out.
Nice.
It's one of my young formative memories.
It's got pigdy pooped, bruv. It's got pigdy worms.
Piggity pooped, bruv.
Pigdy pooped.
Victory got dewormed.
Piggity pooped, bruv. So now against the combined French and Spanish fleet, musket and cannon fire smoke filled the air as these ships fought nose to nose and broadside to broadside. Splinters are flying and sand is to be laid out on deck to combat the amount of blood being splattered about.
Ooh.
They've just got to pour the sand on, bruv. Get that grit out. At 1:15, 1:15, so only an hour and 15 minutes into the battle, Nelson is shot by a French sniper while aboard HMS Victory.
So here I come painting.
There's even, if you go visit HMS Victory in Portsmouth, there's even a little plaque on the deck at the spot where he took a knee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty gangster. It hits him in the left shoulder, passed through his body, puncturing his lung, and cutting an artery and severing his spine.
Shit.
Yeah, bruv. He drops to a knee on board HMS Victory and says to his buddy, "They finally gone and done it, Hardy. My backbone is shot through." My back's killing.
So what are you, a doctor?
He lived long enough to learn of his fleet's victory, though, at the Battle of Trafalgar. So the boys did pull the victory through.
Yeah, boy.
And Nelson does live long enough to learn about that victory, even though his back's killing him, bruv. He lies in agony for hours before his death.
Yeah.
Like, just hours laying there.
Old school.
He refuses the doctor's help below deck because he's like, "I've seen Chavies get hit with this shit. I know I'm dying. You ain't helping shit.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Help the other boys."
Get a priest.
Yeah. Help these other boys, bruv. When he knows he's coming to his end, he asks his bro Hardy to kiss him on the forehead. Like, "Kiss me, bro. I need a little kiss." Which apparently a lot of like old school boys back in the day used to be like, "Oh!" Like everyone used to get shocked that this hero Nelson was be like, "Kiss me, bro.
Be tender to me.
But I kind of get it.
Kiss me on the forehead like Mama used to do, please.
It's his homies.
Yeah.
Like, he's a Navy captain.
Kissing
bro.
the homies is okay.
Do you know what I mean? And he's dying. He's dying, and he's the Donny, and he's like, "Bro, just give me a kiss, me, bro. Give me a little kiss."
Do you reckon there was an awkward silence before? He was just expecting it from him. So he's looking at him and presenting his forehead. And the other guy's like, "What? Go on. Do what?
Just a little
kiss my forehead. Say goodnight, sweet child."
I like to think that if he asked for the kiss on the foreheads, his last words are actually, "No, did he?"
Oil me up. I mean, kiss me on the forehead.
Oil me up. But no, his last words were actually, "Thank God, I've done my duty," and then just repeats the words, "God, duty, God, duty."
Nice.
Before he dies.
Cool.
Yeah, bruv. The Triumph is further eclipsed by a fierce storm that rages after the battle. The British had captured that giant Spanish ship and a bunch of other French ships, but the British have to abandon most of these captured enemy ships. The storm is that bad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bruv. More men died in the storm after the battle than died in the battle on both sides.
Yeah, because the wind was so dead, it was just building up pressure, wasn't it?
Yeah, bruv.
Shit,
like, it's a monster storm. And though the British did fight as hard as they had to the death, apparently they fought even harder to save other shipmen aboard the Spanish and French fleets during the storm.
Oh, nice.
So once the battle was over, they were like, no, this is fucked up, bro.
Yeah, we're all sailors versus the sea.
Yeah, that's it.
I would have shot you an hour ago, but come on.
Get on board,
Let's
bro.
be mates.
They even save a pug off of one of the Spanish ships.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought, absolute dog.
Oh, it's scared of the lightning.
People back in England celebrate the victory, but it fell into a sombre hush when they heard that it had cost them the life of Nelson. In 1805, on December 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve, Nelson's body is brought back to England in a cask of brandy to preserve it.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
creepy and cool. I wonder if anyone drank the brandy.
I'd be drinking the brandy for sure.
I reckon you can still get it.
The dude who kissed him definitely got a sip.
Yeah, 100%.
And he was given a full state funeral, and it's the largest in history for a non-royal at that time.
Did they bring the cask through the streets? And
Yeah, everyone gets a chunk. Actually, I won't even say for like a non-royal. It was larger than any royal had even had during that time in history. It was huge. You can see pictures and paintings of the flotilla that they did along the Thames. It's fucking mammoth. Like the whole city just went wild for this state funeral. And the ship that did bring him down with brandy in it eventually later became a prison hulk on the River Medway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, bruv.
Cool.
Yeah. He's buried at St Paul's Cathedral on January 9th, 1806, where his tomb still remains to today.
Yeah, boy.
Not many people get to be buried in St Paul's Cathedral.
Yeah.
It's usually royals and shit. But Nelson gets to be there, bruv.
Fucking Stephen Hawkins is there for some reason.
Yeah, that's not...
Fucking atheist paedophile.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking Epstein Island ass motherfucker. So Nelson's strategic brilliance, daring tactics, heroic leadership cemented him as Britain's greatest naval commander. His victory secured Britain's naval dominance for over a century, and he became an enduring symbol of British patriotism and heroism. Absolute Donny, bruv.
Top Don.
That is Sir Lord Horatio Nelson. You don't get much better than that, really, bruv.
That's pretty fucking sick, isn't it?
You know, what a life.
Good lines.
Yep.
Good records.
Good bars.
Good ratios.
Yep.
Horatios.
Done it with the full pirate aesthetic, but also still being a British Navy captain. Like, he had one arm, one eye, but he still looked dapper as fuck and was in a uniform.
Yeah. Wouldn't even take his jacket off.
No, that's it. Everyone's like, yo, people are going to see that bling. They're going to catch you. They're going to be mad gel, and they're going to be trying to pop you with that bling, bro.
He's like, try.
Yeah.
Oops, they did. You were right. Kiss my head.
Give me a little kissy kiss, bruv. But yeah, what an absolute fucking terror, bruv. I love him. I think he's great.
He is great.
You know what I mean? 5'7". I can't not like him. Short
Hard to shoot.
Yeah, that French sniper must have been on it, bro.
Yeah,
You're on a boat. Bobbing up and down and everything. And yet he's still making shots. But like I said, Nelson was looking real shiny out there. Real shiny on that boat.
Real shiny.
But how has nobody ever made like a fully historic biopic about this geezer? With the life he lived.
Yeah.
Like the
I bet there's like some really lame BBC ones.
Yeah,
where
no
he's
doubt.
fat.
But there's some like comic book like essence to the connection between him and victory.
Yeah.
There is an old Battle of Trafalgar film where he's played by an old boy, because he was quite old by the time of Battle of Trafalgar, where he's played by an old boy wearing an eye patch. But I don't think Nelson ever wore an eye patch.
Let's start writing it.
What, the movie?
Yeah.
We should
just have his gross gammy eye out. Is that his whole thing?
Yeah, he just in the
We'll
paintings.
do that,
of him,
and no one will want to watch it.
He just used to have like a wispy white eye in all his paintings.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and
Maybe they were being nice though.
And like that, do you know the whole Chavies used to put their hand in their jacket?
Yeah.
Well, he used to have his jacket sewn like that, so it looked like he was hand in his jacket.
Oh, so he's
But
a
it was just
Freemason.
the sleeve. It was just the sleeveless arm.
Gross.
No, he wasn't a Freemason because he just had one arm, bro. So he weren't even putting his hand in his jacket.
Yeah, they had to kick him out when he couldn't do the handshake.
Yeah. But you know that hand in the jacket thing is not a Freemason thing.
No?
It's the shucker. It's the ancient times shucker.
Well, they're just like...
Yeah, it's basically
It's
that.
just like how
It's
you
just-
pose.
Yeah, it's just basically like a dope pose at the time, and that's why everyone did it. Because everyone was like, yo, that looks sick, doesn't it?
Nice. Yeah, that's so cool. Put it on my Facebook.
And Nelson got it perma.
Perma book.
You know what I mean? He had his main three fingers removed, so he's in a permanent shucker at all times. Always rocking the
Thumb pinky.
But yeah, absolutely. Nelson's life, bruv. Extraordinary. naval achievements out the yin yang, personal sacrifice, scandal. How is there not?
We'll have to do Wellington next to see who's cooler.
Wellington's a pretty cool geezer. I think we should do this Wolf, Chavi.
Oh yeah, General Wolf.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one.
It's a pretty gangster name. It's Wolf with an E, but whatever.
Yeah.
His name's still Wolf.
Wolfie. Wolfgang.
But shorter episode this week because we covered most of our stuff about Nelson.
Yeah,
in
the
last
background.
part.
Not a lot of very impressive birthdays, I'll be honest. A bit of a baseball heavy birthday.
I think we've done that this date in history before.
Yeah, it's got to be one of them.
Carrie Fisher, we've definitely mentioned it being her birthday.
And I think Dizzy Gillespie as well. You don't forget that name easily.
Yeah, Dizzy Gillespie is a pretty damn cool name. Don't know if it's cool as Horatio.
Yeah, it's not as good as Horatio.